All right, we are live on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Welcome to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli. Glad you can all join me here on this Thursday evening. It is Thursday, April 8th, 2021. Before we get started, let me make sure that the YouTube notification has gone out, and it just did. Thank you, YouTube. That was very, very quick. And let me also make sure that the back end of YouTube is rolling smoothly. And it looks like it absolutely is. Again, we are also simulcasting live on Facebook. And let me just ensure that Facebook is running properly. Let me just ensure that Facebook is running properly. It absolutely is. It absolutely is. And let me take a moment to pay special props to this channel sponsor. That's none other than the great Troy Brewer. He is the CEO, founder, and owner of the Discover Community Network. If you'd like more information on the Discover Community Network, or DCN for short, please go in the description. About a third of the way down on the YouTube side of things, there are a couple of links there. If you are on Facebook, you can do a Facebook search for Discover Community Network, and you'll find a bunch of business pages relating to the Discover Community Network, or DCN for short, and then you can figure out from there how to connect with Troy. Troy is amazing. He is an amazing marketer. I've known him for over 10 years. We're very close friends. We've worked very closely together for many, many years, and he's been a phenomenal marketer that helps people grow their business and their brand at a very reasonable rate. He's very, very reasonable with his pricing, and his service is second to none. So check him out. And thank you once again to Troy for your patronage and your sponsorship, man. I greatly appreciate you. You know that, man. You know that. I can never say it enough. I'm very grateful and thankful. Anyway, let me see here. What is going on here? Wow. So why is Nightbot timing somebody out? All right. So let me make it very clear. If you're going to come in here and use a derogatory name as your account, you're going to be banned immediately, and you're also going to be timed out by Nightbot, because I have a lot of block words. I'm not here to play games. So if you want to come and chat in peace, then please create a regular account with a decent name, and you can participate. If not, either my Nightbot security will automatically time you out and your message will never hit the chat, or the YouTube block words list will block you, and then Queen Helen Casey or Muttnuts Crazy World or myself will ban you before your messages even hit the chat. Listen, if you want to play your games, go play your games somewhere else. It's not going to happen here. I'm just letting you folks know, don't even try, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And we all know who that is. And just keep banning that guy if he even passes the spam filter, Queen. It's a challenge for him to break my security, right? Very, very funny. All right, folks. Tonight, I have a great topic I'm going to be discussing that I'm going to get to a little bit later on during the show. The topic is romance and true love still possible in 2021? And what does this mean? One more time. Is romance and true love still possible in 2021? And what does this mean? We're going to get to that in a little bit. But before we get to that, I have some community news I want to update you folks on. And I also want to make you folks aware of the purpose of the live streams on my channel versus pre-recorded videos. There's a different purpose. And I'm going to clarify that here, because some people don't seem to understand it. The people that seem to not understand it are the people that aren't too fond of my content, to put it properly, right? Because they like to ride my coattail and use my name and make several videos about me. We'll talk about that in a little bit here. It's rather comical. I'll be sharing a little bit about that in a second. But before we get to that, let me go ahead and check out Facebook and see if anyone's over there. Okay. Okay. Let me see here. Give me a second here. Give me a second. All right. So on Facebook, I got that message and I sent you a message back. I'm going to end up deleting those messages just so you know. I will talk to you. I will talk to you privately later tonight or tomorrow or at some point. So I get that. I get that. All right. Yeah, lots of things are happening, and you just have to roll with the punches and keep on moving. When you're a content creator, you have to just keep on finding ways to work through things and keep moving forward with your message. That's part of what I do over here to help people by uplifting them and, giving them the strength and courage to keep moving forward no matter who comes at you, right? But yeah, to the person that just sent me that message. All right. Okay. Well, okay. All right. That's fine. That's fine. That is fine. I got the message. Yeah. This is what happens when you go live, folks. You sometimes have to deal with some things. You make some unintentional mistakes, and people come at you. And my apologies to you. You know who I'm talking about. I'm a human being. I'm not perfect. I've got a lot of things going on. And, you just have to kind of take things with a grain of salt, Again, when you're doing things publicly out here, like on a platform like YouTube and Facebook, you're going to have people coming at you, at all angles, right? And even though your intentions are pure and you mean well, sometimes people still want to come at you. I get it. I totally understand. It is what it is. It is what it is. So let me get over to the YouTube side of things here, and let's see who is in the chat on YouTube, and then I'll share with you folks the purpose of these live streams versus pre-recorded videos, and then I'm going to talk about some community news, and then I'll take a break after that, and then I will come back and discuss the topic. So, Life is Great's in the house. Hello, Coach and everyone. Hey, Life is Great. Welcome to the show. I'm glad to have you on board. Queen Helen Casey is here. The Queen is here. You're good. Thank you, Queen. Mutt's Crazy World's in the house. Hey, Eli and everyone. Hey, Mutt. How you doing? Mutt says hello at Queen. Queen says hello at Mutt. Queen Helen Casey asked Nightbot that question, says Queen. Mike Perkins, good evening, Coach. Listening in during my run, brother. Well, I hope you're having a great run, bro, and hats off to you for getting yourself in the best shape of your life. You're taking care of yourself. You're doing some productive things. I greatly appreciate that, man. I greatly appreciate that. Queen Helen Casey says, gotcha. Thank you, Queen. Life is Great. Such vibrant color on your background. I like it, man. Good resolution. Yeah, it's 1080p, man. I get these high-resolution photos that are royalty-free from pixabay.com. I use Photoshop to, position them properly. There's a lot of work that goes into creating these streams. And all my pictures, typically I use different backgrounds for each stream or video because I do have a green screen, obviously. I want to portray the topic through the background as well. So I appreciate that. Gargamel, a.k.a. GLM, Gluten Morgan, Eli. Or Guten Morgan. Okay, Guten. Sorry, Guten. Okay, well, I don't know if you're trying to say good morning. It's evening, but anyway. Hello, GLM. Welcome to the show. Muttnut's Crazy World says, hey, GLM. GLM says, hey, Sisterly is always taking a jog. That's good. That's good. I walk every day and do some other things. to stay healthy and fit and to feel good. Let those endorphins flow, right? All right, we're all caught up on the YouTube side of things. Let me explain what the purpose of the live streams versus pre-recorded videos are on my channel. Okay, there's a difference here. Okay, many YouTubers either do live streams or pre-recorded videos. Some do both. I've seen some YouTubers that create, consistent pre-recorded videos also do live streams, but then they delete their live streams once they're done. Now, the reason why they do that is because they think that the YouTube algorithm is going to get confused between your pre-recorded videos and your live streams if you leave your live streams up publicly for the replay to happen after you do them. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. Now, it may confuse your audience. It may get your audience to view one video over the other. But as far as, search and discovery and ranking on YouTube, live streams and live stream replays and pre-recorded videos are all handled the same way. You create a thumbnail, you create a title, you have a description, you have tags. There's absolutely no difference, right? But what is the purpose, for live streaming compared to pre-recorded videos? Typically, live streaming has a short shelf life, right? Because typically, most live streamers are going to talk about, current events that particular day, and that live stream replay might have value for a day or two after that, right? But some creators like myself, on top of talking about, current day events or talking about community news that's only relevant for a day or two, are also going to add evergreen content within those live streams, right? Which is what I do. So when you're here to watch the live streams on my channel, it's more of a show, a live show, and a live replay once it goes to a replay for people that are a current part of my community. Now, if somebody new pops into one of my live streams, we'll welcome them and we'll make them aware that, hey, if you're new here, some of the things we talk about in the live streams may not make sense to you, but feel free to dive on in and you'll learn as you go. Or, go back and just watch the pre-recorded videos on my channel. Okay, so the live streams are an opportunity for me to consistently engage my audience, to also answer any coaching questions, business or personal related, and then to also add a topic that I discuss briefly throughout that particular live stream. Okay, that's how it goes. Then what do? I started doing this a few days ago, and I'm going to continue doing it. What I do is after the stream ends, I will take the live stream and chop out the evergreen content portion and create a clip of that in a 10-minute or less bite-sized type of, piece of evergreen pre-recorded content. And what does that do? Okay, when I chop it up in a way to where it gets to the point right away and it keeps people engaged and it gives them all the information. I did a 3-minute video, 3.5-minute video, chopped up from my live stream last night that I put out there this morning, right? Okay. You want to know what my average view duration is, or my audience retention is on that video? It's over 50%, meaning that everyone that's watched that video has watched at least half of it, right? It's pretty high audience retention. Now, why is it not higher? Because I have a lot of trolls and haters that will come in and thumb me down. They'll watch 1 second of the video because they have to click in on the video to thumb me down, and that destroys the average view duration, right? But you have to figure into that. You're going to have trolls and haters, so you're going to have to figure into that, and YouTube also figures that in as well, right? But the reason why, I'll cut out specific portions and put it in a bite-sized format, 10 minutes or less, is because that gives people that don't know about my channel a chance to really get to know what I do here, right? And, they are going to get value learning my tips in a bite-sized format to the point of where if they pop on a live stream replay and I'm talking about community news, they're not going to have a clue regarding what's, happening on that stream for the most part, right? and they're not going to sift through to find out, the actual topic, the content regarding or relating to the actual topic. So that is that. So that's how it's going here. And if people, want to criticize that, if the haters want to criticize that, that's on them. I can care less. We're going to talk about you haters here for a second here, because I have an update that I'm going to be sharing regarding one content creator that continues to create content on me every day, if not almost every day. And this guy doesn't realize the danger he's putting his channel in by doing this. I'm going to share that with you and with him in just a second here. But let me get back to the YouTube chat. Facebook has nothing going on. YouTube, let's see. GLM says, hello, lovely mutt nuts. GLM also says, I don't know how to say evening in German. Mutt Nuts Crazy World says, I do both. We'll be doing 3 lives a week and 1 video a week. That's great, Mutt. Keep it going. Keep it going. Consistency is key. Mutt Nuts Crazy World says, hey, at Lord Gaelic. Lord Gaelic, how you doing? The Dark Lord has arrived. Welcome to the show, brother. Glad to see you here. Glad to have you on board. All right, so let me talk about some community news here. Yesterday on my show, I mentioned another content creator that just continues to make content on me each and every day. And, he's really amped it up. He's focusing, if not 100%, close to 100% of his content on me. Why is he doing that? Because his audience is entirely built off of people that want content on me. It's obvious to me. Why else would somebody focus on one creator and focus all their content on one creator if their audience wasn't there for just that? That's an obvious thing. So, what's going on? As we're live right now, he's live on his channel talking about my stream from last night. He's live on the air right now to an audience of Coach Eli haters that have gone from other content creators to other content creators to other content creators that have been doing this to me for the past several years. And this guy comes from that same community of other content creators that have been writing my name for years. What this guy doesn't understand is what a lot of those other content creators have gone through because of this and how their channels have paid the price for it. And I'm going to share that with you tonight, Josh from the Haters Inc. channel. And again, Josh, you heard my stream, obviously. You watch me religiously. You must love me like a brother do. And I did mention to you on my stream yesterday that I'm willing to come on your show one-on-one and discuss with you, what your issues are with me, what you really think about me. You can say it to my face, and you can ask me any questions you want as long as I can ask you any questions that I want. And I offered that to you, but instead of taking me up on that offer and inviting me on your panel tonight, which I would have come on there, we would have talked about it, he decided to continue doing, the reaction videos. Because here's the thing, Josh. If we talk one-on-one, that number one, I'm not going to get triggered. Number two, I'm going to ask you some valid questions that you're not going to be able to answer, because the truth of the matter is all you're trying to do is, ride my name. My name is established, and there's an audience of people that don't like me that you're trying to cater to, right? And so you think that if you continue to react to every single one of my videos, that you're going to continue growing your audience. Well, first of all, let me tell you, Josh, that's a limited niche audience. That's never going to grow past 20 or 30 people. You're never going to get more than 17 to 20 to 25 people in your box. I mean, I'll tell you, if I go to your channel right now from my phone, I'm going to mute it because I don't want you to flag me for copyright for reusing my content. That would suck, wouldn't it? So let's check out your channel here and let's see. You've got 18 in the box, and I had 21, but I have 16. So we're pretty neck to neck on that, right? We're pretty neck to neck on that. But I don't really care. It doesn't matter. Because if those people weren't on your channel, they would probably be on mine because they're obsessed with content about me. But I don't care if they're on my channel or not because they're not the right people for my channel. That doesn't matter to me. I'm going to tell you, though, Josh, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you the same warning I've given other creators, such as Jamie Lycan Theory, such as DeRosa, such as Raleigh, such as too many other people to mention. And this has nothing to do with the DMCA copyright takedown system, Josh, because I know if I file copyright on you and take your channel down, you'll file counter notifications and you'll win. That's not how I'm going to play this, Josh. You have violated my copyright, but you're going to play this system just like Jamie did and just like others have done, right? And you're going to file your counter notification and you're going to claim it's fair use, right? It's fair use, right? Okay. And while many of the videos you have done have had commentary and may be considered fair use, what you're not seeing, Josh, is that you're creating an abundant amount of content on me, and that's considered creator-on-creator harassment. Now, I'm going to tell you, Josh, I'm going to show you here what you're doing, what terms of services you're violating. I'm going to tell you I'm going to tell you the action I've already taken. And I'm going to tell you how you can save your channel before it eventually gets taken down by YouTube for violating the terms of service, Josh. And you can sit here and do all, you can talk all the smack you want about me on your channel and cater it to that pathetic same audience that everyone else has had a piece of. And now you think you want to get a piece of it. You think it's going to get you somewhere. You can keep on doing that, bro, but I'm going to tell you exactly what's going to happen the same ways it's happened to every single other person that's done the same thing to me that you're doing, right? So let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Let's go over to the browser source, okay? Okay, there we go. And let's check this out, okay? Give me a second. Now, this is typically more so for monetized channels, but they do apply these terms of service rules to every channel, whether they're monetized or not. Don't believe me? Josh, ask the last person. I'm not going to mention her name. I have nothing bad to say about this person, but ask the last person why her channel was shut down. It was shut down for reused content, repetitious content, right? Same thing that you're doing, right? You don't believe me, you can ask her, and I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. I don't want to mention her name. I want to be respectful for a certain reason, and I have been, right? But let me just read to you here on the YouTube help page, okay, on the Google support pages, because obviously we know Google owns YouTube, right? Repetitious content. Repetitious content refers to channels where their content is so similar, viewers may have trouble spotting the difference between videos on the same channel. This policy is based on the Search Console portion of AdSense program policy. We put in context that's more relevant for YouTube creators. So that's basically putting the same thing, whether it's your own content or somebody else's, on your channel to the point where they can't decipher one video from another. I don't think you're doing that. The policy applies to your channel as a whole. In other words, if you have many videos that violate our guidelines, monetization may be removed from your entire channel, or you may be just removed whether you're monetized or not, okay? Content that violates this guideline. When a channel's content consists of similar content, it can frustrate viewers who come to YouTube for appealing and interesting videos. That means channels where content is only slightly different from video to video are not allowed to monetize. You will not be able to monetize this content that you're creating on myself or anything on your channel right now, dude. You get shut down. You wouldn't even get approved in the YouTube Partner Program. In other words, your channel shouldn't consist of content that's automatically created or produced using a basic template, okay? So let me share this with you furthermore. Josh, examples of what's not allowed to monetize. This list is not exhaustive, meaning it's just a small part of it. Content that exclusively features readings of other materials you did not originally create, like text from websites or news feeds. Okay, you can do fair use on that. Okay? But you can't use the same thing over and over and over and over again. Okay? You got to change it up. Songs modified to change the pitch and speed, but are otherwise identical to the original. Right. It's kind of like what Vanilla Ice did with Queen's Under Pressure sound. The sounds from the song Under Pressure by Queen. He changed the pitch and said that it's different. No, pitch does not change. It's not transformative, to the original work, right? Similar repetitive content or mindless content with low educational value, commentary, or narrative. Everything you're doing about me, sir, is not even actual, constructive commentary. It's hate. It's basically a hateful attack, right? So you don't really truly fall under the lines of fair use or anything like that. It's hateful content, dude. It's creator-on-creator harassment. I'll show you more about that in just a second. Templated, mass-produced, or programmatically generated content, images, slideshows, or scrolling text with minimal or no narrative, commentary, or education value. What is the education value, Josh, Haters Inc., that you're providing your audience by, reacting to my videos in the way that you do? I just popped my pop filter. Give me a second here. Oops. Excuse me a second. Give me a second. All right, we're good. Let's go back. Now, let's go to reused content, okay? Reused content refers to channels that repurpose someone else's content without adding significant original commentary or educational value. Well, you add commentary, but what's the educational value? You're talking shit about me. That's what you're doing. That's not constructive feedback adding educational value, sir. You're attacking and harassing the channel, right? That's why you do it. That's why your channel is called Haters Inc. Your channel states exactly what you do. You hate on people. That's what you do, bro. If you put a This policy is taken from the AdSense Search Console, blah, blah, blah. We put in context that's more relevant for YouTube creators. So I don't have to read that. That doesn't state anymore. What is allowed to monetize? Well, it's the same thing as what's allowed on YouTube in general. Using clips for a critical review. Okay? It's one thing to do a critical review. It's another thing to do an attack on somebody, right? Right? I don't consider what you're doing a critical review. It's an attack. It's a hateful attack. It's you projecting your own insecurities, sir, or just trying to entertain people by, creating as much content on me as you possibly can think of, right? A scene from a movie where you've rewritten the dialogue and changed the voiceover. Replays of a sports tournament where you explain the moves a competitor did to succeed. Reaction videos where you comment on the original video. Right. You do commentary. You do constructive, education-worthy commentary. Edited footage from other creators where you add a storyline or commentary. Content that violates this guideline. Taking someone else's content, making minimal changes, and calling it your own original work would be a violation of this guideline. This policy applies even if you have permission from the original creator. Reused content is separate from YouTube's copyright enforcement, which means it is not based on copyright, permission, or fair use. This guideline means sometimes you may not get claims against your content, but your channel may still violate our reused content guidelines. More examples of what's not allowed to monetize or used in general. They more so cater this to monetize channels because more so it's monetized channels that are violating this. Channels that aren't monetized, they're not making any money. So even if they're doing this, it's not going to harm anyone really. But in this case, it harms me because I'm a monetized channel. And what this guy is doing is taking away viewers from myself and using too much of my content and not doing the proper fair use thing, right? If he makes a video on me once a month, once every few weeks, no problem, and he keeps it short, no problem. But if he makes me the highlight of his channel like he has the last few weeks, then that's violating the reused content guideline and creator-on-creator harassment. We'll get to that in a second. Okay? clips of moments from your favorite show edited together with little or no narrative. Okay? Short videos you compile from other social media websites, collections of songs from different artists, even if you have their permission, content uploaded many times by other creators, promotion of other people's content, even if you have permission. Okay? That's what you're not allowed to do. So you got a lot of reused content on your channel. And again, you don't understand that if you make your channel 100% using other people's content, bro, they're going to eventually take your channel down. And I'm going to tell you what I've already done to give my friends at YouTube a friendly nudge about what's happening on your channel, Josh. Because, you see, you wanted my attention, Josh, you got it. You wanted my attention, you got it. Just for tonight. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen, bro, and you're going to have a chance to do the right thing before the inevitable happens to you, just like it's happened to everyone else, Josh. Okay? It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's not a big deal. So let me do this. Let's go to creator. Let's go to Google. Search. Creator on creator harassment. Okay. So this was released December 11th, 2019. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm not. As a matter of fact, let me do this. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. Give me a second here. Oh, that's too far. Over the last several years, we have worked to improve the way we manage content on YouTube by quickly removing it when it violates our community guidelines, reducing the spread of borderline content, raising up authoritative voices when people are looking for breaking news and information, and rewarding trusted creators and artists that make YouTube a special place. Today, we are announcing a series of policy and product changes that update how we tackle harassment on YouTube. We systematically review all our policies to make sure the line between what we remove and what we allow is drawn in the right place, and recognized earlier this year that for harassment, there is more we can do to protect our creators and community. Harassment hurts our community by making people less inclined to share their opinions and engage with each other. We heard this time and again from creators, including those who met with us during the development of this policy update. We also met with a number of experts who shared their perspective and informed our process, from organizations that study online bullying or advocate on behalf of journalists to free speech proponents, and policy organizations from all sides of the political spectrum. So this is what I want to read here. A stronger stance against threats and personal attacks. We've always removed videos that explicitly threaten someone, reveal confidential personal information, or encourage people to harass someone else. Moving forward, our policies will go a step further and not only prohibit explicit threats, but also veiled or implied threats. So if you imply something as a joke to try to get traction, they will take your video down. You'll get a community guideline violation or strike. The first one's a warning on your channel, a one-time warning, then you get strikes, right? This includes content simulating violence towards an individual or language suggesting physical violence may occur. No individual should be subject to harassment that suggests violence. Beyond threatening someone, there is also demeaning language that goes too far. To establish a consistent criteria for what type of content is not allowed on YouTube, we're building upon the framework we use for our hate speech policy. We will no longer allow content that maliciously insults someone based on protected attributes such as their race, gender, expression, or sexual orientation. This applies to everyone from private individuals to YouTube creators to public officials. Good, right? Consequences for a pattern of harassing behavior. Listen up, Josh. This is what you're doing. Consequences, Josh, for a pattern of harassing behavior. Something we heard from our creators is that harassment sometimes takes the shape of a pattern of repeated behavior across multiple videos or comments. Multiple videos or comments, Josh, even if any individual video doesn't cross our policy line. So even if you've done everything right, Josh, the fact that you made your 21st video on me tonight live is a harassing thing. You're basically making your channel almost all about me. You're violating YouTube's creator-on-creator harassment policy. Let's continue, Josh, because you're going to find out the hard way like everyone else did, Josh, okay? To address this line, we're tightening our policies for the YouTube Partner Program, YPP, to get even tougher on those who engage in harassing behavior and to ensure we reward only trusted creators like me. All my stuff is monetized in green. Channels that repeatedly brush up against our harassment policy, brush up even up to the line, Josh, will be suspended from YPP, eliminating their ability to make money on YouTube. We may also remove content from channels if they repeatedly harass someone. If this behavior continues, we'll take more severe action, including issuing strikes or terminating a channel altogether. That's as far as that goes, Josh. Let's go back to full screen and check out the chat. Let's go back and check out the chat before I take my first break. Nothing happening on Facebook. And let's get to the chat on YouTube. GLM says that guy haters is arrogant. I won't say the other word, but yes, I agree with you. You can read that in the chat if you want, folks. Queen says Facebook went down earlier. Okay, well, it's back up. Thank you for sharing that. Thank you for sharing that, Queen. Queen Helen Casey. In other words, stop using other people's content. Nothing wrong with him doing or anyone doing a reaction video to me every now and then. Using, a 2 or 3, using 5% or less of any one of my videos. Okay? Fair use allows you to use small excerpts and do commentary on them and transform the content. When you create hour-long streams on me and you create long videos all day, every day on one person, that is creator-on-creator harassment. Life is great. Why do these people attack you so much? Because they're jealous, they're insecure, they're immature, they're mentally and emotionally unstable, they have no other content, bro. And they're all, feeding off of an audience that doesn't like me. The primary thing this audience wants to see is anyone that talks negatively about me. And that's what Josh, aka Haters Inc. is doing now. But see, Josh, let me tell you what I've done, Josh. And I'm going to give you an opportunity to do the right thing before your channel gets removed at some point. It may not happen tonight or tomorrow, but just know it could happen anytime, Josh. Josh, I have reported your channel to creator support. First of all, I flagged it by going to the About section on your channel and reporting user. And I flagged it there, but they only allow you to write 300 characters there, right? And select like 5 videos, right? In addition, because I'm a part of the YouTube Partner Program, I contacted creator support and I made them aware of the fact that out of the 95 or so videos you have on your channel, 20 of them are on me. And you're doing another live stream on me. And over the last few weeks, like 90+% of your content has been on me. I said this is creator-on-creator harassment according to your policy dating back to December of 2019. Here's a link to that blog. And like I just showed on the screen. And I also said, if you look at this creator's channel, there's not much originality on there. It's all reused content. This creator violates your policy on reused content, right? So Josh, here's the thing. I've reported you. Just like I've told everybody else. You wanted my attention, you got my attention. You got my attention for one night, right? If I was you, Josh, I would remove all those videos on me. You don't have to do it, and you're probably not going to do it. But I'm going to tell you eventually, whether it happens right away or within the next week or the next month, at some point when they review all that stuff and they see you're violating the terms of service with reused content and creator-on-creator harassment on a monetized channel like mine, dude, they're going to take you down just like that. I would not be surprised if you woke up tomorrow morning and on your channel it showed this channel has been terminated due to a violation of our terms of service. Josh? But again, Josh, I gave you the opportunity last night to be a man and face me man to man, right? I offered to come on your show and talk one-on-one with you, like I mentioned earlier on this particular stream, and to allow you to ask me any questions to my face, and I will ask you any questions to your face. Okay? You're not being a man about it, Josh. You're being a sissy. You are. Because you know that what you're doing is stupid and wrong. You're only doing it because it's the only thing you think you have right now that can get your channel to grow, right? But at what price is it going to cost you, bro? You're messing with the bull and you're about to get the horns, right? And here's the thing, Josh. Listen, I'm not here to attack you or anyone. I'm just stating facts here, right? Okay? I know you're a much bigger guy than me. You come from the military, whatever, right? I know physically that you are stronger than I am, right? But I'm not here to attack you in that way. I'm not a violent person. I'm not looking to instigate violence. I'm looking to have a conversation with you, man to man, brain to brain, right? Because I'll tell you one thing, Josh, I will outwit you any day, right? I will debunk anything that you do any day. And that's why you don't want me coming on your show. It's the same thing that happened with Raleigh. When I went on his show, before Raleigh stopped feeding into drama, and he was playing all my videos, when I went on Raleigh's show about a month ago, and I said, dude, you talk about me every day, same thing, same audience, same thing, dude. What's the issue? And Raleigh said, Eli, I'm not going to talk with you about that. I'm not here to talk with you about that. If you have something else to talk about regarding the topic of the show, then we can talk about it. If not, you might as well go. So I said, thank you, have a great day, and I left, right? Well, the show topic was about me, right? Same thing happened with Raleigh. Raleigh knew what he was doing, but he didn't want to talk with me about it. You know why? Because he knows I'm right, and you know I'm right, right? It's pathetic, dude. So seriously, bro, it's pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. So my suggestion to you, Josh, is to delete every single video you've done on, yes, you have violated my copyright many times. Even using my image is violating my copyright, right? But again, I'm not going to go that route with you, bro, even though you are violating my copyright, because you're going to file a counter notification. And, I just don't want to deal with too many small claims court issues. I will be dealing with some in the near future, but I don't want to deal with that with everyone. I'm going to handle this through the community guidelines system, bro. Because if you haven't noticed lately, a lot of channels are going down for terms of service violation having nothing to do with copyright. So there you go, Josh. You got enough of my attention. Continue to talk about me all day, every day, and continue to be a sissy and not confront me when I personally offered you that I would come on and talk with you on your channel, on your own channel, bro. Isn't that what you want? Don't you want to talk with the guy that you talk about all day, every day to try to gain traction by bringing me on your channel, dude? Don't you want that? Or is that not productive for you, bro? Dude, you're messing with the bull and you're about to get the horns. And karma has no deadline. Karma has no deadline. All right. Folks, I'm going to step away and take a quick break. And when I get back, we're going to briefly talk about, is romance and true love still possible in 2021? What does this mean? Please get any questions or comments you have in the chat while I'm on break regarding what are your thoughts about modern day romance? Do you still think it's possible in 2021? What does true love and romance mean to you in the modern world? Please share your thoughts in the chat and I will read them when I get back. But for now, let me cue up some royalty-free YouTube music. Give me a second. Boop, boop, boop. Give me a second here. Do, 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 do. All right, music is all queued up, folks, so stick around. We'll be right. Whoa, wait a minute. Wait a minute. There we go. We'll be right. Right. Back. Absolutely yes. Oh, yeah. Welcome back, says Mutt. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. I gotta tell you, oh, man and woman, let's not forget the ladies. We're in an equal opportunity world nowadays between men and women and all orientations. I love everyone equally over here. But yeah, man, wow. I have an update for you folks regarding that Haters Inc. channel stream with Josh. Good old Josh, he's getting a little triggered over there. I kind of tuned in a little bit during the break. I'll share more about that in a second, but for now, welcome back to Navigating the Modern World with Coach Eli, live here on YouTube and also simulcasting live on Facebook. Tonight's topic is romance and true love still possible in 2021? What does this mean? One more time. Is romance and true love still possible in 2021? And what does this mean? We'll get to that in just a few here. During the first part of the show, I shared a bunch of community news, some things happening within my community. I also shared the difference between my live streams here on my channel and my pre-recorded videos and how things are going to, move forward here on this channel from this point on. And I shared some other stuff. So if you missed the first part and you want to check that out, that's up to you. It's more so community news for people that have been a part of my channel for a while. If you're new, it may not make sense to you, but hey, why not just dive on in and then you'll become a part of the Coach Eli clan, and the live streams will completely make sense to you as well, besides the actual topic part and my pre-recorded videos. Okie dokie. So real quick, and I'll get to the chat here in a second. It's really, really hysterical to me. I went over to the Haters Inc. channel and I watched literally for a minute or two on my break while I was sitting on the toilet, because that's how much I feel his content is worth. It's not even toilet worthy, but I was just kind of curious to see his reaction, and he started getting a little bit triggered. And I don't understand it, Josh. Here's the thing, dude. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you trying to be the next famous YouTuber? Are you trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 minimum watch hours in the previous 12 months so you can get monetized? And even if you do get there, do you think your channel will be approved for monetization with all the reused content and hateful content you have, and having a channel name such as Haters Inc.? I mean, seriously. Seriously, man. And here's the thing. Do you think that you're going to continue to grow using my name? I've said this to other people that have tried the same thing you're doing now, because you're desperately seeking relevancy, Josh. That's what you're doing, right? It's a limited audience with a limited shelf life, and you're basically regurgitating the same thing over and over and over again, and you're using a lot of my content throughout multiple videos in a short amount of time. Like, for example, if I go to your channel right now, Josh, let's go to Haters Inc. I'm not going to show it on the screen because I'm not going to give you or anyone any opportunity to flag me for anything. Okay? The latest name of your stream right now is called Alpha Male Breakdown of Beta Male Eli. So let me ask you this, Josh. Josh, what part of me is beta, right? Why don't you specifically tell me what part of me is beta? Honestly, dude, do you have to make me this beta male fictional character or present me in that way, which is falsely representing me, Josh? Because all I do is come out here and help people learn life's principles so they can better their lives, right? And see, dude, here's the thing. Any other man that calls a man specifically a beta male is a beta themselves. I'll tell you why. I have never come out and specifically said someone's a beta male. This is how I handle it, Josh. For example, Mr. Wondering Haggis was in one of my live stream chats when I was doing a walk last week. And he was saying that he wants to find a more dominant type of woman that can take care of him and this and that. And I said, dude, that's beta male behavior. Now, I didn't directly call him a beta male. I said, that's beta male behavior. I respect the guy. And I said, dude, I love you like a brother. I did not attack him, right? That's what a strong, confident alpha male will do. A strong, confident alpha male, Josh, will never, ever directly call another man a beta male. What he will do is try to help that person in a polite way by not attacking him and say, listen, dude, this is beta male behavior. No disrespect. I love you like a brother. You're worth it. You're much more worth it than you think you are, right? Let me help you, change your mindset and put yourself in a better position. Yes, you want to find a good woman that's going to be nurturing and loving to you and be able to take care of you down the road, if you need help in that way. But on the flip side, you want to do that for her as well, right? That's the right way to handle it. But somebody that deliberately creates a stream and titles it Alpha Male Breakdown of Beta Male Eli, right, is only projecting his own insecurities onto me, especially with the amount of content he's created on me over the past several weeks. Let's go and look at his channel. Okay? So 2 days ago, he did a stream called Who's That Beta Mon? And used my picture in his thumbnail image. On the stream he's on right now, he used another one of my copyrighted pictures in his thumbnail image. Okay? Then, 3 days ago, he put coaching the CUCK, which he calls me the CUCK, right? That's 3 videos in the last 3 days. 4 days ago, Sunday BBQ FU Eli. 4 videos in the last 4 days on me, right? 5 days ago, out coaching the CUCK. Okay? Now that's 5 videos in the last 5 days this guy's done on me, right? Okay? Then if we go back 2 weeks, so the last 5, out of the last 6 videos he's done, 5 of them have been on me in the last 5 days, right? Now, if we go back to 2 weeks ago, out coaching the CUCK, okay? That was 2 weeks ago. Another one 2 weeks ago, Eli and JB Gunn are afraid of internet voices. No, dude, we're not afraid of anyone. We're more experienced YouTubers than you. You're just desperately seeking relevancy by continuing to use our name. You can do reaction videos to us every now and then, bro, but if you create videos on us each and every day, that's creator-on-creator harassment. Now, Josh, I'm not afraid of you, and listen, it doesn't bother me. But I will tell you this, bro. It does affect my channel in certain ways, because even people that don't like me want to watch my content. And you continuously putting my content on your channel is taking views and monetized playbacks away from me. Do you not think that a monetized channel has a little bit pull when it comes to this, when a non-monetized channel is abusing another monetized channel's content, and both myself and YouTube and Google are losing money? Who do you think they're gonna side with, bro? Right? Then another one 2 weeks ago, my past enemies have become Eli CUCK. Okay? 4 weeks ago, Eli SMO RDA, the circle jerk. Then the next video 4 weeks ago, Coach Eli interview RDA media. Then a CUCK on the walk. I mean, dude, this is ridiculous, dude. You've turned your entire channel now into a Coach Eli hate channel, right? And dude, you're going to get taken down eventually. You know you are. So why not do the right thing, dude? Clean up your channel. Remove all the content you've done on me before YouTube takes it down at some point. And go on and try to create something that involves your purpose. Create something more positive. Change your channel name from Haters Inc. to something that you're more proud of, dude, because what you're doing is absolutely pathetic, dude. And you are pathetic, bro. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion, right? And again, dude, I said I'd be happy to come on your show and have a one-on-one with you. I'm still willing to do that. You want to talk, dude? If you want to talk one-on-one, let's talk one-on-one. I'm not triggered. You're the one that's triggered. You're already getting triggered because I'm calling you out on the truth, right? Bro, listen. We should settle this now, like two grown men, before I continue to flag down your channels for violating the terms of service legitimately. If you're going to do the same thing that others have said in the past, say F you, Eli, that's fine. The way I'll respond to that is by saying this: Josh, karma has no deadline. And when you mess with the bull, you get the horns. Enough of you, dude. I'm done. I'm totally done. All right. Let me check out the Facebook chat. Nothing going on over there. And let me check out YouTube here. Queen Helen Casey says, like the unknown is really going to listen. No, he will. No. If you're talking about Josh, who runs the Haters Inc. channel, he'll listen. And he's going to continue to make videos on me, and I'm going to continue to flag him for terms of service violations, Queen. And he's going to go down. He doesn't realize that. And when he goes down, and I'm laughing last, right? He's going to wish he didn't do this, right? You know, a lot of people on the other side are saying, hey, Eli, just because it's hateful, commentary, it's still commentary. Well, no, hateful content is not considered acceptable on the YouTube platform. You're violating the terms of service. I'm going to flag you down every time, no matter who you are. Doesn't matter who you are. You will violate the terms of service, and I'll flag you down every time. Let me tell you something. I know how to flag people down and how to directly reach people at YouTube to get that information escalated into the right hands so they can take action. And that's what I've done. You don't believe me? Ask other people that have gone down recently. 2 other channels have been terminated recently within your same community. Josh, you want to be the next? Keep coming. I welcome it, dude. But more so, it's not even about that, Josh. How much of a man are you? To the point of where you can't even confront me one-on-one and have a one-on-one conversation, bro. And you call me a beta male, dude? You can't even confront me, dude? Come on, dude. Come on, dude. Quit projecting, dude. I guarantee you, dude, you're going to be triggered once you watch this one. Because I know you'll be watching it because you love me just like the rest of them do, bro. Because I'm secure and confident within myself, right? There's no way or no reason any man would come at another man as much as you're coming at me and others have come at me if you weren't jealous and projecting, bro. That's all you're doing, bro. Well, that's enough of that. Let's get to the topic here, folks. Is romance and true love still possible in 2021? And what does this mean? Is romance and true love still possible in 2021? And what does this mean? I think to a certain extent, everyone wants to be loved, and everyone wants to be in a wonderful, loving, caring relationship. The purpose of life was meant to be just that. We were meant to cohabitate and procreate, right? That's the purpose of life. That's coming directly from the Bible and from God, because I do believe in God. Now, some of you believe in God and some of you don't. If you don't believe in God, I know many of you do. That's great. If not, I still love you. You have the right to your own opinions. But I believe in God, and the way that God made things to be between man and woman was to cohabitate and procreate. But like I've been talking, throughout the past few weeks and many times in the past on this channel and even my former channel that I used to run years ago, okay, things have changed nowadays. Things have changed, especially in what's called the Western world, okay? There's the Western world, which is where we live in here, Canada and the U.S., etc. And then there's the Eastern world, which is across the seas, right? Okay? And a lot of guys have come out and said, and even some women have said, Western women are different than Eastern women. Yes, they are. What is the difference? Okay? Western women have been indoctrinated into a philosophy, well, not a philosophy, it was a movement called the feminist movement, called the women's movement, right? Women, for the last 150 plus years or so, were fighting for equal rights. They wanted to get the same equal rights that men have always had, right? And they got equal rights. And over the past 55 years, those equal rights have been refined to the point of where women have been so empowered that, basically there are women out there nowadays that look like a woman, have feminine body parts, they're biologically a woman, but their attitude comes off more masculine than feminine, which is very unattractive to, the typical man, the average, everyday, strong, real alpha male. It's also created feminized men because when women approach men in the same ways that men have always approached women in the past, and some men that haven't been raised right don't understand what's going on. When a woman comes, and approaches a man with strength, with more masculine energy, that man is thrown off. And in order for him to not upset that woman, he has to behave more feminine, right? He has to behave with more feminine energy to offset that shift in polarity, right? So like I've been saying all along, the polarity has flipped. Women now are acting more like men, and men are now more so acting like women. But biologically, we're still the same. Biologically, we still have the same needs, right? Right? We still want to be loved. We still want to be appreciated. We still want to enjoy life, right? Give me a second here. So do I believe that both men and women still believe and want true love? Absolutely. I absolutely believe that. So why is it not happening? Why is it more difficult to get nowadays? Like I've been saying all along, I'm gonna sound like a broken record, but I'm trying to reach as many people as possible. Okay? When women were liberated, they started working for themselves, making their own money, buying their own homes, buying their own cars, feeding themselves, buying their own clothing, buying everything, to the point of where they don't need a man for survival anymore like they did back in the days of traditionalism, right? Right? And what's the purpose of a man always been? The purpose of a man has always been to be the provider for the family, right? The man is the provider. He goes out there, he busts his butt, he brings home the bacon, right? And then the wife cooks the bacon, takes care of the kids, keeps the house clean, right? And together, they're a great team, right? Okay? Feminine energy is all about what I just mentioned. Feminine energy is the nurturing one, the one that takes care of the household stuff, the cooking, the cleaning, right? The one that takes care of the kids during the day while the husband goes and puts himself in danger to bring home the bacon. Back in the days, back in the caveman days and all that, right? In order to bring food to the table, you had to go out there and hunt in the wilderness and risk being bitten by snakes or being attacked by other animals, right? You needed to go out there and basically, live off the land and bring home the bacon, right? So men, and in actuality, furthermore, there weren't nice hiking trails like there are today. Those are man-made hiking trails. Maybe some women helped on them too, no disrespect, right? If a woman wants to go out there and go in the forest and carve a hiking trail through the woods and create a nice hiking trail, she can do that. But most women probably don't enjoy that. Most men love doing that type of work, right? Right? You have these big machines, excavators, etc., right? Okay? Men used to put themselves in danger to go out and hunt for food to bring it home to his family that was dependent on him for their survival. The woman respected the man for that, and the man respected the woman for her part, right? What's happened nowadays? Life has become very easy and superficial. We have nice hiking trails, like I mentioned a second ago, okay? We have nice homes. There is no jungle out there anymore. We've developed communities that have made it extremely easy for us to live life, right? And now with women being liberated, which is great, it had to happen, and I agree with that. I'm not criticizing women for having equal rights. Women should have always had equal rights. But what's happened with those equal rights and women working and making their own money and no longer needing men for survival, the primary reason women looked up to men has been taken away by feminism. It's been taken away by women being liberated, right? That's why in the modern world, in my opinion, you folks tell me in the chat, that's why the modern world is the way it is. People still want love and they want happiness, right? But because the primary reason that attracted women to men in the past has been taken away with them being liberated and doing all that on their own, what's the purpose for a man anymore? Right? Well, there is still a purpose. I enjoy the company of a woman outside of working and providing. I enjoy just being with a woman. I enjoy hiking with a woman. I enjoy taking drives with a woman. I enjoy special times with a woman, right? But the primary reason that's always attracted women to men was the fact that they were dependent on men and the fact that men were the providers. That's no longer happening anymore. It's no longer a thing, right? I do think it's possible to find true love, but it is very rare. It is extremely rare. And I share my stories, folks, despite what the haters and trolls say. These are actual statistics that I've experienced, right? I've experienced a lot. A lot of these people don't know what I do during my spare time and how much effort I put towards other things, especially my dating life. Because not only do I want to find true love, and you have to go through a hell of a lot more bad fish than you used to find one good one, right? I'm also looking at statistics I can provide to you folks so you see what's really going on. So when you put yourself out there trying to find true love and happiness, and you talk to so many different women as a guy or guys as a woman, and it never goes past one phone call or one date, there's a reason for that, right? And I've shared many of those reasons, including some of them here tonight. And I'm going to continue sharing, my situations, my stories, because I do want to make a difference in this world for the better. I do want to try to help men and women better understand each other so we can go back to the way things used to be. Now, I'm not saying it's ever going to go back to where women aren't working and they're dependent on a man completely and the man is the provider, right? But what we need to go back to is this, okay? I'm going to share this, go through the chat one more time, and then I'm going to wrap it up. So get your questions in right now, folks, because I'm going to go off the air in a few. Okay? It's never going to go back to the way it was traditionally, right? But what we need to do as men and women is better understand each other and respect each other as men and women. Okay? I'm all for women's rights. I am all for women working, making their own money, buying their own cars, buying their own homes, being independent. That's one thing, right? But on the flip side, at the end of the day, we need to understand this one thing I've been trying to sink into everyone's head is that men are men and women are women, despite the fact that women got equal rights and they've risen up and they're not dependent on men anymore. They're independent, right? And they don't see men as providers anymore. That's fine, right? Despite that, women still need to respect men for what men have always been. And men need to understand the modern day woman and respect her for being independent. But at the same time, women still need to understand that despite the fact you're independent, you're still women. And women are supposed to have more feminine energy than masculine energy. And if you are a woman that can't turn off the masculine energy that may be required at your workplace, if you can't turn it off when you come home to your man, you have to understand that your man's not going to be attracted to that. It doesn't matter how physically attractive you are. If you're a very sexy woman and you have a demanding job that requires you to exude masculine energy or more masculine than feminine energy, and then you can't turn that off when you come home to your husband or your boyfriend and be more feminine and girly, then that's not going to do anything for us, right? It's basically like a man with a man in a woman's body trying to connect with us, right? And that's not going to work for any decent, strong, confident alpha male that's a good, real man. And that's that. That's that. So with that being said, let me check out Facebook one more time. Nothing happening over on the Facebook side of things. Let me check out YouTube. Nothing happening on YouTube. Okay. Now, all quiet's in the Western Front. It's been a nice, relaxing day. It's been a very nice, relaxing day. All right, folks, I'm going to get on out of here. I might be back for a late night show tonight. I'm not quite sure. My sleeping pattern's been a little bit different. I was up pretty late last night. I slept in a little bit today because I've been working on pre-recorded videos in the middle of the night. Hey, if you're an entrepreneur, nothing wrong with staying up late at night to get the work done that you would have gotten done during the day and sleeping a little bit, during the day. Sometimes you have to do that. I'm just being very clear about that. But yes, I slept in a little bit, so I'm going to still be wide awake in a few hours, so I may come back for a late night show. If for whoever's in the chat right now that can't chat, if you want me to do a late night show tonight, put a 1 in the chat. If you want me to do a late night show, put a 1 in the chat. And that may give me a little more motivation to do one, if you folks want that. So I'm going to wait just a few more minutes here. While I wait, let me check something out real quick. Yeah, this is hilarious here. All these same people that have been following me for a while, because Josh is giving them a platform using my content, they're saying the same things about me. Oh, Eli denies smoking. I don't smoke, dude. I used to. Say it all you want. These people, you folks, listen, whether I smoke or not, who cares? I don't smoke. But you keep saying that, dude. Have you ever seen me smoke? Right? Are you assuming I smoke when I'm not on camera, dude? I mean, seriously, why do you people care so much? You're all pathetic. It's absolutely ridiculous, right? Look at these people. They love me. Mrs. Ka, the closest Eli gets to cooking is lighting a cigarette. Mrs. Ka, I don't smoke. And even if I did, I wouldn't care, but I don't. But see, Mrs. Ka, what do you get out of this? Is this entertainment for you? What is your beef with me, Mrs. Ka? What is it, right? Why do you even care about who I am? Why not just go on with your life and do something else? Why don't you folks just create your own content, right? Oh, and look who just popped on. Lycan Theory popped on. He's going to do some reaction videos with, he's going to do a reaction to me on my video. Okay. That's so pathetic. Look, I'm not surprised that Jamie's on there. Same old song and dance. Well, guys, enjoy it while you can. You keep on violating the terms of service, another one's going to bite the dust. Well, that's going to do it, folks. With that being said, have yourselves a great day. I may be back later, a great night, and I'll see you all next time. Whoops, life is great says one, just exactly how late. Queen, it may not be until 2 a.m. your time, 11 p.m. my time, or even a little bit after that. So maybe too late for the East Coast, but who knows? Queen says, Eli, you don't have to explain nothing to the unknown. It's none of their business. No, Queen, I'm sharing it because I want to teach other people how to deal with it. You understand, Queen? Here's the thing. I only talk about things that I feel people can learn from, right? So whenever I talk about, other YouTubers and what they're doing to me and how pathetic it is, it's a learning lesson. But anyway, folks, I will more than likely be back later tonight, but just in case if I don't, then I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Take care. Bye. Bye.